Okay, I want you to tell me if this sounds familiar to you. When you went to school, you had many friends, or you didn't have any friends, but the thing was, you at least had people to talk to. But now, ever since you know what happened in March 2020, but ever since then, when we've been at home, you haven't been hanging out with nobody, haven't been talking to many people. Well, look, this has been happening to a lot of teens throughout the whole US, so it's not just you. But look, I'm gonna give you some tips and advice on how to fix that, and just stick with me, because it's gonna be good. Hey, how y'all doing? Right before we start, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did making it. But without further ado, let's get right into it.
The end of the road, oh yeah, this is it. Yes, sir. Had to grow up, I can't be a kid. Had to show 'em I'm not the one to diss.
Alright, so yeah, like I said before, a whole lot of kids have the same issue. So do not feel alone when you're sitting in your room alone with nobody to talk to, because trust me, you're not the only one. Alright, now even if you don't have a lot of people to talk to, I'm sure you at least have a few. And this is going to lead us right into our first tip, which is network with other people. Now this just means you need to take the people that you do currently know and branch off into mutual friends. Because the friends that you already know, I'm sure that they have friends that have the same interests as you. And if you go talk to them, that's the best place you're going to meet good, high quality friends. And this is how you're going to get out of that hole of you not having anybody to talk to. So if you're wondering how to do this, all you have to do is hit up your one friend that you have, say, hey, let's go to so-and-so, and then they'll be like, all right, bet, should I bring anybody? And then you just say, yeah, tell them to introduce you to them, and bam, you got a new friend. Just as easy as that. Okay, so before we get into the next tip, I do need to say your social skills are going to be a lot worse than what they were before the whole quarantine. So you really should not expect yourself to be able to talk to someone new and be perfect just like it was before, but just try and ease your way into it. And as the longer you go, if trying to talk to more people, the better you'll get at it. So just try and keep going without any sort of expectations of doing well. But there are some ways to get your social skills better without actually practicing real social skills. And I know this might sound corny, but watch YouTube videos. I know it sounds very corny, but YouTube videos can really help you with your social skills. And not just my channel, but there's a whole lot of other channels that'll help you a whole lot with this subject. And if you just keep going at it, just studying. I know that sounds weird, but to study people, and there might even be some books if you're interested in reading that you could read, and they'll help you also. Just try and always become better than you were yesterday. That's my motto for my life. I like to always become 1% better than I was yesterday, and over like 100 days you'll be 100% better, and that's a very big improvement. Okay, so for the second tip, this will be a little bit different if you're a boy or a girl, but for the most part, for girls, if you have any sort of social media presence, I'm sure that you have some DMs from people. If you were to take the time to respond to a few of them, I'm sure that there's some good friendships just laying right in your DMs that you just have to brush some dirt off of them, and you'll be able to have a good friend. Or even if you want to take it to the next step, you can even have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want, and just all you got to do is just keep going with it. And over time, you'll start to build better relationships with the people that you know, and you'll have a great friendship just like that. So just take some time to respond to your DMs or any sort of dating apps you might be on. Just take some time to use the internet, because many years ago there was no internet to connect with people, but now there's a whole lot more ways to be able to just bring up your phone and talk to as many people as you want to. Okay, so now for guys, there's gonna be a whole lot less DMs than if you were to be a girl, but don't let that stop you from doing anything. Trust me, even if you're the most good-looking guy in the world, the best-looking girl in the world is gonna have double your DMs. It doesn't matter. That's just how human nature is. Women tend to chase after men less than men chase after women. That's been like that for many years, and it will stay like that till the end of the time. But there's many ways to still make friends online if you're a guy. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm a guy, and speaking from experience, I have a few ways of actually making friends, but I'm gonna stick to online just for this part, because making friends online is a whole lot more easier than it is to do in real life, because people are a lot more open to social interactions when you're a guy when you're online. Because in person, if you just walk up to any random person, you might come across as creepy or weird, but trust me, there's better ways to do it, and online is a lot easier. So if you're going to stick to online, video games is a great way to make a friend, because not only are you able to make a friend that has similar interests to you, they're most likely going to be a guy, and guys that that stick together can create a very good bond between each other. A good bond between a guy and a guy is going to be a lot better than the bond between a girl and a guy, and I'm sure you can speak from experience on that too. It's just a lot stronger as a friendship, you know? Quick break. If you're enjoying my content, I'd really appreciate a sub, like, or follow on Instagram at Milo Manza. I'm following everyone back. I love to be engaged with my viewers, and it's just an overall good time. So, you know, just go ahead and follow me. It's very engaging, and yeah. Okay, so for the third tip I have, it's engaging in activities, sports, and hobbies in your general area. So if you were to just look online right now, I can guarantee you that you'll find some sort of sports league, some sort of club, a book club, video game club, or just any sort of hobby gathering that people have, and they're hosting it, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, any sort of social media. I'm sure if you went out there, you could find some. This is a great way to find people with similar interests to you, and a great way to build great bonds with people that you otherwise would never have found because you just didn't take the time to go look at it. But like, imagine if you were to just go out there right now and you found a great person, and then you had a great relationship with them. They don't even gotta be a love relationship, just any sort of friendship. You could find a really good one just by looking up and taking the time out of your day to spend a little bit of effort on making some sort of social gathering happen. Okay, now out of all the tips I said, meeting people that have similar hobbies to you and activities like that is definitely the best way to make good friendships happen. Now why I say this is because, I mean, you can go online and find a good friend off of a video game or Instagram, something like that, but nothing is going to compare to real life friendship or relationship, because just the social interactions that you can have between someone in person is just way better than what you can do over a phone screen or over a video game. It doesn't even compare. So just imagine if you were to take some extra time out of your day to go do that right now. I'm sure you can do it. If you were to go do that, you'd easily find a good friend, and then you would have a great relationship just like that. Okay, I know I keep repeating myself, but I can't stress it enough. Having an in-person relationship is a lot better than what you could do over a phone. It's just the bonds that you can have in person are just a lot better than what you can do online. It's been proven throughout the years. But yeah, I know this video is getting a little bit long, so if you enjoyed it in any way, I'd really appreciate a like, sub, or follow on Instagram at Milo Manza. I'm following everybody back. It's very engaging, and we'll have a good time. So peace, and I'll see y'all later.
Turn into a big boss. Now she see me getting rich cause I'm about to take off. Yeah, my life is like a movie, this is only take one. Yeah, and I ain't got no time for no one with fake love.